So hello everyone, my name is Pritam and welcome to another video of the Python playlist. In this video, we are going to talk about the data types, an overview of almost every data types which we are going to cover. And in the upcoming videos, we are going to deep dive in each of the data types. Okay. First of all, let me talk about the data types, why the data types are needed. So it is for the absolute beginners, those who are already have done little bit of programming. They know that what exactly data types are. Like in our real life scenario, there are various types of data, like someone's name, any character like ABCD, any integer digit, like fractional numbers, real numbers, complex numbers. There are many types of data available. So we can't merge them into one, right? Like for different data types, we like various types of data is there. So obviously in Python also we need different types of variables. Okay, so what are them? We are going to discuss about that. Let me open Python. So here I'm going to make a folder. Okay, tutorials, and inside that I'm going to like okay, here let me set it as a current file, so that the current file which we are working on right now, it will be running. Okay, now let me start with the print statement. So in the previous video also I have told you about the print statement. If I write print and after that within first parenthesis, first bracket or parenthesis, within single bracket, if you write anything, it is going to be printed. See, Pritam Paul has been printed out, correct? Now, for example, Pritam Paul's uh, house. Okay, if I do that, and then if I single quote, so you can see that this part has been like actually colored, but this part is not colored by a green colored, right? So why it is? Because we have put a single colon here. Now if I like, there are two ways to remove it. Okay, use a backslash and then run it. So you can see Pritam Paul's house, it is going to print it out. But except that there are other ways to use, like double quotes we can use. So if we use double quotes here, Python will understand that, okay, the this is the string actually, which is going to be printed. So you can see it is going to be printed out, right? So there are two ways. Let me, okay. See, now you can see that these two lines has printed in different lines. There is a reason for that, because in Python, by default, after the print statement, a backslash and a new line character would be happening. The next print statement would be starting from a new line. That is a basic decency. Okay. Now, if I want to, like for example, print Pritam. Okay. And then if I write print Paul, so you can see Pritam Paul, two different line. Okay. But if I put here comma and then end equal to a space, and then if I print it, so you can see Pritam Paul has printed out in the same line. So this end parameter actually is happening here, and by default end equal to backslash n. Sorry, yeah, by default it is backslash n. If you don't put anything, it is going to be backslash n. But if I put dash here, a dash would be occurring. If I put space here, a space would be occurring. Okay, correct? Now, for example, if I write Pritam said how are you? So this part I am trying to print this part also using the double quotes. Like double quote also would be printed out. So again, there are two ways. You have to put the backslash here, and then you can see that. Or you can do what? You can remove them, and you can print like this using 3 single quotes. Okay, see, the output is here. Clear? So in this way, the print statement actually works. Okay. So this is the basics of print statement. There are advanced thing also there. Like for example, when we will be declaring some variables and all, we will be also understanding slowly that how print is going to work there also, how you declare the, like how you use the variables inside the print statement and everything. Okay. Don't worry about that. Now, you need to understand one thing. What are the data types? Okay. So let me, okay, let me put another, it is a inside that. Okay. So I'm going to make another Python file. Okay. Okay. There are various data types in Python. First one is numeric. Another one is sequence. Another one is set. Another one is dictionary. Another one is Boolean. Another one is binary types. Okay. So there are actually 6 uh, types of data are there. Okay. Inside numeric, there are integer, and then float, and then complex. Okay. And integers inside the sequence, there are list, tuple, another one is string. Okay. There are 3. In binary types, memory view, then byte array, and then bytes. Okay. So these are the data types in Python. Okay. Now let me start with the integer. Don't worry, I will show you how to use Jupyter notebook, how to use like Python ideally also. We will talk about them. But for now, for understanding purpose, it is very important that you understand what exactly what are the types and how we using. Okay. So first one is like a equal to 10. Okay. And I can write print a. So you can see 10 has been printed out. You can do one thing also, like a equal to, if you do, sorry, 1 second. If you do that, so see a equal to 10 has been printed out. So this is the way you can do. Another way is what? Another way is so this is called f string. Okay. So the format f for actually format the inside the thing, you can easily write it out like any variable, or you can put any variable here within the curly braces. This is another way to print out. Okay. So mostly in industry we use this one. Actually, another one also we can do, like this is also a similar thing, but I prefer to do this actually. Okay, so this is the way. Now if I print the type of A, so you can see class of int has been printed out. This means actually A is an integer. Now how it is happening? We haven't declared A as integer like in C, C++, Java. Int A we used to write, no, but we are not writing all these things in Python. That's why Python is called dynamically typing programming language. Okay, dynamically typing programming language. Now, why it is called dynamically typing programming language? You need to understand that. First of all, dynamically typing programming language means we do not need to declare the type of the variable. In the static typing programming language, we have to declare like it is integer or float or whatever, integer A, then like float B. This is the way we have to declare. All the way you have done, if you have done C, C++ or Java, like that programming languages, then you might have aware about this thing. Like we have to declare. Okay. But in Python, in JavaScript, in all these languages, like you do not need to actually, okay, based on the value, the interpreter or compiler will decide that what kind of variable it would be, in which class we are going to put it. Okay. So A equal to 10. 10 is an integer. That's why by default, A has become an integer. Now, if I put like B equal to 34.56, and then if I write like B equal to B, okay, you can see B equal to 34.5, and if I uh, print it here type, so you can see it is float, isn't it? It is float. Now, as it is a float number, that's why by default they have taken it as float. Okay. So this is called the dynamically typing thing and all. Okay. Now, here it is. We are talking about integer. Here we have talked about float. Now let's move to complex. Now if I write C equal to 3 plus 5j, and then if I print C, see 3 plus 5j has been printed out. But if I print the type of the C, it is going to be complex. See, class complex has been printed out. So these are the numeric data types. Okay. Now let's talk about set. Sorry, list. Okay. So list is nothing but an array type thing. Okay. L equal to, this is called the empty list. List always will always be surrounded by third bracket. Okay. Or brackets, we can say third bracket, like in mathematics we used to say, na. So yeah. So if I write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, and then if I print L, you can see the list is this one. So this is the basic thing to declare the list. If I write tuple, then see the tuple. Now there is a basic difference between list and tuple. You might be asking that, Bhaiya, why we are using list and tuple? What are the difference between them? Both are same almost. A sequence is there already. That the bracket is like it is parenthesis, that is bracket. And what is the difference? The difference is tuple values cannot be manipulated. They're fixed. Okay, we will talk about tuple later for sure. Don't worry about that. And now let's come to string. For example, n equal to, you can see, hello, Pritam Paul. So this is the string. Okay, list, tuple, string, everything is covered. Basics I'm just showing. We will deep dive for sure. Don't worry about that. Now let's talk about set. Now set can be, this is an empty set. If you print s, you'll find a empty set. Okay. Now if I write s equal to set of like gigs for gigs, and then if I write print s, what is going to happen? It is going to print the only the distinct elements. See, S F E K O G R. So what it means? It means set doesn't allow duplicate data inside the container. Okay, inside it, we only can store unique values in set. That is the basic property of set. And also, like, it doesn't matter, like here it doesn't matter the sequence, but obviously we can also do that. There is a provision of doing that. We will be talking about them later. Okay, so this is the basics of set. Now let's talk about dictionary. By the way, here you can see the list, no? So I can see set equal to set of L, and then if I print S, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 in set it is coming. Now the third bracket is not there. Okay, so you can see the list here using third bracket, right? Okay, but here curly braces are there. So the curly braces actually indicating set. The like brackets indicate the list, and parentheses indicate the tuple. Clear? Now let's talk about dictionary. DICT equal to, okay, like a colon 1 comma, then one set, b colon 2, for example. Okay, and if I print the date, you can see a colon 1 b colon 2 has been printed out. So the a is called a key and 1 is called a value, b is key, 2 is value. It's nothing but like looks like a mapping. Okay, by the key you will get the value and you can store them. Okay, so this is the basics of set, then tuple, then list, then string, then dictionary. Okay, we will talk about boolean and this binary types later. For now, up to this, and in the next video we'll talk about deeper things like how to convert one data type to another data and many more. Okay, don't worry, every single doubt would be cleared. If you have any doubt, put it in the comment section. I will definitely address it in the next video. And another thing is that in this playlist we are starting from the scratch, but sooner after a few days we will be putting it into an advanced level. Okay, so don't worry about that. Those who are not absolute beginner in Python, please have some patience. Let me move forward so that others also could understand, and also the playlist should be like a good, like organized playlist. I really want to make it. So be with me. And if you are new in the channel, I would request you to subscribe the channel for sure, because it's really boost my confidence to make more and more contents. And yeah, that's the thing. Share with your friends who are trying to learn Python these days. Okay, thank you so much, and see you in the next video.